They said the devil walked in Salem, but it was fear that wore his face. In the winter of 1692, a shadow fell over a small Puritan town, a place where faith was as hard as the frozen ground. It wasn't a demon that crept through the dark, but something far more human. It was a whisper that started in a parlor, a story told by young girls that would soon set the entire colony ablaze. It began with twitching, with fevers, and with chilling accusations. Suddenly, familiar faces in the community, neighbors you'd shared bread with, the old woman who lived down the lane, were branded as agents of darkness. The whispers grew into a roar, a wave of paranoia that washed over everything. In a town built on piety, the fear of the devil became so powerful that people began to see him in everyone they did understand. Prayers for salvation were drowned out by screams of accusation. The church, once a sanctuary, became a stage for the unfolding tragedy. Soon, the accusations led to arrests. Dozens of women, and men too, from the young and spirited to the old and frail, were dragged from their homes, bound in chains, and thrown into the cold, damp dungeons. In the makeshift courtroom, lit by the flickering, hellish glow of firelight, they were questioned relentlessly. Their trials weren't about finding truth. They were a performance of righteousness, a desperate hunt for scapegoats. They were not condemned for their sins, but for their silence, for their refusal to confess to crimes they never committed. But some did confess, under duress and torture, hoping for mercy. Yet every false confession was not a lifeline, but more fuel. It validated the hysteria, and it fed the fire higher and higher, demanding more names, more victims. But here is the chilling truth that history often forgets. No witch was ever actually burned at the stake in Salem. They were hanged. They were crushed. They died in prison. The real horror wasn't black magic. It was the chilling efficiency of human cruelty. Innocence was the only thing that perished in that fire of fear. The devil never needed to come to Salem. Mankind was more than capable of doing his work for him. The evil they so desperately hunted was not in the shadows of the forest, but in the reflections staring back at them from the courtroom windows. They hunted evil, and in doing so, they became the very thing they feared. The story of Salem is a haunting reminder of how easily fear can turn us into monsters. If these whispers from the past intrigue you, like this video, share it, and follow our channel. History has more dark secrets to tell. Thank you for watching.